Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel, and today I'll be filming another pregnancy update. So this will be 31 weeks to 36 weeks, nearly 37 weeks. So a lot's happened since last time. I've had 2 scans and 2 midwife appointments since I last updated you. So I'll try and remember everything. So the first one was my 32-week scan. I went to that, everything was all good, all my observations were fine. The placenta, the fluid with baby girl was all good. The only thing was she couldn't measure her head. She's like really low down. I didn't realise how low she was, and she just couldn't get measurements. I think she said she was like looking up or looking down. So yeah, so she couldn't measure her head, which I didn't know until I got out the scan and looked at my notes, and it said on there they gave me an estimated weight at 32 weeks, and they estimated her to weigh 4 pounds and 4 ounces. That was around 32 weeks, which I think is good for my babies, because I do have really tiny babies because I'm only small myself. So I was happy with that. I also, on that day, so I think I was 32 weeks and 4 days when I had my scan, the 25th of November, and they actually gave me an induction date on the day, which I was like, oh my gosh. I asked about me being induced and roughly when it will be, just so I can have a rough idea, and they basically said to me, you can choose which day you want to be induced on, which I was like, oh my god. So I've always wanted to be induced on the beginning of January. I think it was like the second Monday, either the first Monday or the second Monday in January. But it's more awkward to get that date because my mum's going to be looking after Lily for me, and my brothers go back to school. I think it's the second Monday or something like that. Basically the day I wanted, my brothers would go back to school. So it would be a bit more chaotic because she's trying to look after Lily and take them to the school. I wanted it to be like as smooth as possible, so I decided to choose a Friday. So I'll be getting induced beginning of January, so it's really close. I don't want to say the exact date because I don't want to have pressure of like people wondering what's happening and people messaging me all the time, like anything happened, any news, because I don't want that. I just want to like go in there and just feel relaxed. I don't have any pressure having to constantly keep people updated, because a lot of people like obviously want to know how things are going, which is understandable. I don't know what it is, I just don't want to be having to constantly message people because my head's going to be crazy. I'm going to be very anxious and scared, and then I'm going to be also worrying about Lily, even though I know she's going to be completely fine, but I'm like so worried of leaving her and having to stay in hospital overnight, because I'm pretty certain that it's going to take me over a day to be induced. With Lily, I went in on a Monday and she didn't come until 4 o'clock, I think it was 4:05 on Tuesday, so it took over a day, and then I had to stay in for the second night because of her weight. She was a tiny bit under their recommendation, so I had to stay in to make sure she was feeding. So I'm pretty confident that I will be staying in because I don't think the induction will go as quickly, which I don't mind. I just don't want to stay in once I've got baby girl out, because I was in so much pain last time and I could have really done with like Ryan's help, and then you just like sat in a hospital bed, and it's just not the one you want to be in your comfort of your own home. I want to be back with Lily. So yes, hopefully, fingers crossed, it goes really quickly. That's my hope anyway. But I've been having lots of Braxton X, lots of tightenings, lots of pain downstairs. So yeah, I feel so heavy as well. I'd love to show you my bump at the end, but oh my gosh, my body's just like feeling it because there's just so much weight for my little body. Then I had my midwife appointment. So this was my 34-week and 5 days, I think I was, on the 10th of December. So that again went all good, there was no problems. Yeah, all my observations were fine. She weighed me and don't think she took any blood that time. No, I don't think she did. And then we spoke about my birth plan, which I've never really spoke about. Basically, my birth plan's pretty like simple. Let me just get my notes. So it says, basically I've had skin to skin with all of my babies. Riley's been straight on me, Lily was on me, so baby girl is going to be like straight on my chest. We spoke about breastfeeding. Basically, I'm open to breastfeeding. I said I'll give it a go like I did with Lily. I breastfed her, I think it was only like 45 minutes after giving birth. But then once I had to go in the shower and they had to get me up to the ward, and then when I tried to put it back on, she wouldn't latch back on. And then so I gave her a bottle because I was worried of her losing weight with her already like low birth weight. And then I tried again and she just still wouldn't latch, but she latched straight away when she came out, which was amazing. So I'm hoping baby girl will latch straight away and I can at least give her some breast milk. So I'm open to breastfeeding. I have got bottles, finally got the prep machine, hooray. I got it in the Black Friday sale, so that was good. I got it under, I got it about for £89, which I was happy with because it's 130. Anything under £100 I was happy with. So I've got that in. I've got a tin of baby milk in, so I'm prepared in case breastfeeding doesn't go, but I'm like 100% willing to try. I've got down Ryan to cut the cord, which he has with both of the other babies. I said that I don't want any pain relief other than Gassonet. I only had Gassonet with Lily, and it was only the last few hours of labour, like pushing her out, was when I had Gassonet. And it was very painful because I actually delivered her head and she had her hand at the side of her head, I think it was, and then a bit of her shoulder. So I had internal stitches with her even though she was so tiny because of the way she came out. So I definitely needed that Gassonet, but the Gassonet always makes me feel sick, and I'm always sick, and I just don't want to be sick. I've been sick so much through this pregnancy, and it doesn't, to me, the Gassonet doesn't really help other than making me sick. It just takes like the edge off a bit. I just feel like I should just get on with it and just do my breathing like I did throughout the majority of labour. If I do have any pain relief, it will be just Gassonet, because I had, I think it was dimorphine with Riley, and I can remember it, but I was I was in and out of it. I was proper like off my head, and I hated feeling like that, and I regret having that. But obviously at the time, with like losing him and my emotions were all over the place, I just wanted any pain relief. So I'm definitely not having that. I would not have the epidural because I'm terrified of needles. So yes, I'm going to try my best and just breathe through it and concentrate my breathing. I did really good last time. I was quite proud of myself. I was so close to doing Lily's labour without any pain relief. So I'm definitely determined. Plus the other thing is, because they're constantly going to be monitoring baby girl's heartbeat, some drugs can like make their heart rate go down, and I am going to be so anxious and scared as it is. I don't want to cause anything to happen to her heart rate because of the like medication and the drugs I'm having. So I'd rather just basically get through it and just breathe and relax and listen to music. There's the pool is an option as well. The midwife says I could go in the birthing pool to ease the pain. So there's loads of options I can do. So yeah, there's loads of like natural options I can do for baby girl. So I'm really hoping I don't have any Gassonet, but we will see. We'll see how intense it is when you get to the pushing, because it's mainly just the pushing that I struggle with. The contractions, I can just breathe through them and just close my eyes, and I did pretty good. I had my sister and my partner there with Lily, but this time I'm only going to have Ryan because everyone else has either got kids or is looking after Lily. And then we just spoke about the placenta and delivering that, which I get the placenta delivered by, I think it's an injection in your leg, and then placenta comes out. Also, I have washed all baby girl's clothes, so they're all washed, dried, put back into her drawers. I have packed my hospital bag, all her hospital stuff. When I say hospital bag, I'm basically taking a suitcase. Last time, both previous pregnancies, I've took this massive like sports bag. It was my partner's, and I took that with Riley and Lily, but this time I'm just going to take a suitcase because he had to like hold it on his shoulder and it was really heavy, and there might be a possibility that I might have to go hospital by myself to start off with, so I obviously need to wheel the suitcase. I can't carry a heavy bag. Taking the suitcase, so it's just easier, everything's all in one. So basically I've like divided the suitcase, so half it's got my stuff and half it's got baby girl stuff in it. So I'll be doing a separate video on that, so look out for that. So that's a relief. I just need to add like loads of stuff on the day, like new charger, snacks, water, my camera, what else is there, like my hairbrush and stuff like that, just like on the day, the stuff that I use day to day. But majority of it is done, which I'm so happy about. Baby girl's car seat is already in the car, so that's ready to go. Pram frame is already in the car, so that's all good, which I haven't filmed a video on it, so I don't know what I'm going to do because it's already in the car, unless I take it out of the car to film a video, because I've totally forgot to do an unboxing. I was supposed to do an unboxing if I pushed it, and I totally forgot. So unless I'm just going to do a review on it, I'll use it for a few months and then I'll tell you how it is. We were so excited to get it out of the box, so we got it out of the box and it took ages to put together. It's so simple, but the instructions weren't very good. I just wanted it in the car. I wanted my car to be cleaned, because my partner works in construction, so it's like a messy job, and obviously he gets in and out of the car and there's like dirt everywhere. So he got the car cleaned inside and out at the weekend, so then baby girl's car seat has gone in. A nice fresh car, so I'm happy. Right, so then after the midwife appointment, I had another midwife appointment. It was the 19th of December, I think. It was a few days ago, I think. Last week, yeah, it was Thursday last week, and we're currently on Monday, day before Christmas Eve. I'm filming this, I think that's what it was. There's been so much going off, my brain can't function. So that was my last midwife appointment. She came to my house this time. This is the first time she's come to my house. She says she can choose whether I go to the clinic or she comes here, and she decided to come here, which is completely fine. It was better for Lily. She was a lot happier. She was just trashing the house around us, like putting all the toys out. But also I had my bloods took, which I just thought was really weird. I've never had my bloods took at home before. So I'm like sat on my sofa. I think Mr. Tumble was on telly, about watching the telly while she's taking my bloods. It was really weird, but good. Just I've never had my bloods took at home, so that was interesting. She didn't do any of my like urine or blood pressure because they've normally been fine, so I didn't bother getting that checked. So she did the bloods, and then we spoke more about what will happen on the induction day, of me being induced, and basically what will happen, which I already know anyways because I had the same thing with Lily, so I already know what's going to happen, but it's nice to know the information again. And she also pointed out when if I need the, I can't remember what it's called, the drip, if I need the drip to start the contractions off, then you can't eat on it, which I never knew that. That's the only thing that I didn't know, but everything else I know. I've got to ring them at 7:30 in the morning. I have to make sure I'm ready to go, in case they want me in straight away. If not, then they'll probably ring me back and get me in whenever they can. So that's good to know. Also, the midwife I've had from the start, she's actually not going to be in delivery with me when I'm giving birth, because it would normally be, but she's actually got that week off. I think she said someone's getting married. I think someone's getting married, so she's got the time off for the wedding, which is obviously completely understandable. It's just a bit of a shame that she's not going to be there, since she's been there the entire way through. But someone else will be there. She'll only be at the birth if baby girl comes on her own on a different day and not the day that I'm being induced. So we'll see. She's still got a bit of time to come by herself. She also said she's going to drop some, I think they're called essential oils, something to do with some sort of oils, basically, that I think I can have a bath in or smell them, and they can start off labour naturally. Because I said I'd love to go in labour naturally, it's just my nerves and my body just can't take it, because I'm just so anxious that something's still going to go wrong. The worry never ends until she's out, and then the new worry begins when they're there. So yes, well, I think I'll be getting them in a few days, so we'll see if they do anything. What else is there? So I think that was everything from that midwife appointment. And then today is the day I've had my scan, which is the 23rd of December. I've come back from the hospital today, so I've had a really busy day. I'm so tired. So this was my 36-week and 4-day and my last scan at the hospital, which kind of was a relief. I have no more midwife appointments and no more scans left now. It's just a waiting game to get to my induction day, unless baby girl, like I said, unless she comes by herself. So today everything went good, all my observations went okay, the scan was okay, the fluid around her is all good, the blood flow in the placenta, or the cord, I think is the cord, that was good. She's still really far head down. Apparently her bum's at the top. She's head down with her back, and I think she's facing, I think she's looking left, I think he said, and all of her like limbs, like arms and legs, are like facing that way, which is understandable, because I get so much movement on my side, and she keeps pushing up as well. Bless her, I was trying to get comfy in there. I didn't really see much of her in the scan today. The last scan I seen her little face, she had a little chubby cheeks and a little nose, but this time she's really like in an awkward position for them to get like a face shot of her, so I didn't get to see her little face. I got to see her legs, her arms. They checked obviously the measurements, I think I said that. So yeah, that was a bit of a bummer, because I was looking forward to seeing her little face, but because she is low down and it's a lot harder, the bigger they are in there, the harder it is. I've noticed as I keep going to my scans, it gets harder and harder to like see them, because they're running out of, well, they're not running out of room, but they're just, it's like your stomach's a certain size and they're filling it basically. So yeah, and he also said the placenta isn't in the way of her coming out, which is great. So she's all go to come straight out. So they estimated her today to weigh £5 and 15 ounce. That's what it says on my thing, on my hospital notes. So which is, I think, is pretty good. I think last time she was £4, I think I said. So now she's currently today is estimated £5 15 ounce, which is over what they want her to be. So I'm allowed home, which is good, but I know it's just an estimate, and they estimated Lily's weight, and I think they estimated her to be, I think it was like £6 something, and she was £5.7, so there was quite a bit off. So I'm assuming they're going to be quite a bit off, so I'm hoping she just puts on a few more ounce and it just gets past the stage where she needs to be, so we can come home, so she's heavy enough. But I'm thinking she's going to be, I feel like she's going to be a bit heavier than Lily. A lot of people says that obviously the more babies you have, the heavier they are. Whether that's true or not, I don't know. But I'm going to estimate, I think Ryan's got it on his phone. I can't quite remember what I estimated, but I think it was like £5.9, I think. I think it's about £5.9 or £5.10, I think she's going to weigh. so just a few more ounces than Lily. I don't think she's going to be that much bigger. I'll be very surprised if she hits £6. I'll be very, very surprised. But yeah, I don't mind what weight she is as long as she's healthy. Anything else to update you on? I have major heartburn. Currently, last night has been the worst night I've ever had with heartburn. It got to the point where I was sick. It was that bad. Even took Gaviscon. I took Gaviscon twice. I took it before bed, managed to get about 3 hours. Then it woke me up about 2 o'clock, and then I couldn't get back to sleep. So then I took some more around 3ish, I think it was. And I still couldn't get back to sleep. So then I ended up coming downstairs. So I came and sat on the sofa. I tried to fall asleep sitting up. It wasn't working. And then I had the urge of I was going to be sick. So I ran to the bathroom. Well, I say ran, I just walked quickly to the bathroom and was sick and a bit gross, but there was blood in it. And there was a bit of blood. I've mentioned it to the hospital staff today, and they said because it was only like a little bit, it wasn't like I wasn't throwing up blood, it was just blood within that stomach acid basically, because there was nothing in my stomach, and it was the acid that obviously causes my heartburn. So yeah, that was really bad, and I've been struggling all day to like eat because my throat is just so sore. Because I haven't been sick for so long, it's like hit me how bad it is, and it really hurt my stomach. So currently I've had about 4 hours sleep as I'm filming this. So I'm very exhausted. They say I'm like 36 weeks and 4 days. I'm pretty exhausted on 4 hours sleep, but I'm shockingly getting through it. Plus it gives me an idea of what it's going to be like when baby girl's here. But I just can't wait for this heartburn to go. It's just so bad. It's just like fire. It's so bad. And nothing really seems to help other than like sitting up and drinking really cold water. That kind of helps. I think that's everything. So I'll show you my bump. Right, so this is with the top down. I'll go to the side as well. Top down, and then this is with the top up. Hopefully you can see. I feel so big. Oh, my belly just feels massive. That's all. That side, and then that side. Oh, I just feel so heavy. I just feel like I'm like leaning forward because there's just so much weight there. But yes, it won't be long until she's out and I can bend down and put my shoes on without struggling. I'm looking forward to that and getting rid of the heartburn. It's mainly the heartburn out of everything. That's mainly the main symptom that I can't wait to get rid of. I'm definitely going to miss having her in me. I absolutely love them so close to me, and it's like, I don't know, you kind of feel like you've got them close to you, like you're protecting them, no one else can like get to them. So that's really nice to know. But I have to share her. I can imagine loads of people want cuddles, so yeah, I'd have to share her. I don't want to share it with anybody, but yes, she's very loved little girl. Loads of people can't wait to see her. So this should be my last pregnancy update, because I'm going to be induced under 2 weeks now, which is very exciting. I'm very nervous. So not long after Christmas she'll be here. So the next video will be me introducing you to her, which will be exciting. I'm going to try my best, and well, I'm not going to be filming, but Ryan's going to be filming because I'm going to be obviously in pain. My best to film her birth. I did film Lily's birth. I've never shared Lily's birth footage with anybody, but I have got birth footage of Lily. So this time I'm just going to do the same with baby girl, and hopefully share that with you, so you can have an insight. And it's mainly for my memories as well to look back on. All these pregnancy updates are for like my memories and looking back on them, and I like to share them with everyone else as well. So yes, I think that's everything. So I'll stop rambling because this video seems like it's going very long. So thank you so much for watching. Please don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll see you in my next one. Bye!